Now let's shift our focus to rising tensions between Moscow and London. Russia and the United Kingdom have once again found themselves at the centre of fresh tensions at sea. A Russian warship fired warning shots when it came into close proximity with a UK-registered yacht carrying civilians. And UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer labelled the incident reckless, but not sinister.
I think it's reckless. We were discussing it here at the G7 yesterday, so we've got to be on our guard. But the incident in the Channel, the Ministry of Defense assessment is that it was actually a drifting warship rather than anything more sinister.
The incident took place in the English Channel, around 32 kilometres south of the Isle of Wight on Tuesday. A UK-registered yacht named Bright Future had set sail from the mainland and drifted dangerously close to a Russian naval vessel in international waters. In poor weather conditions, it gradually moved towards the Russian frigate Admiral Grigorovich. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, the yacht was on what it described as a dangerous course that could have led to a collision with the warship. Russian sailors attempted to contact the vessel by sending radio messages, but there was no response. The yacht continued on the same route, and the distance kept shrinking. When the yacht was just 150 metres away, the Russian crew switched to visual warnings. First, signal flares were launched, but as the vessel continued approaching, the Russian commander ordered his sailors to fire warning shots close to the yacht's course.
The signal flares were fired and audible signals were sounded to get the attention of the yacht. Despite these measures, the vessel continued its dangerous approach. The frigate's commander decided to fire warning shots in the vessel's direction, using the ship's small arms.
Well, moments later, the British yacht changed direction. No injuries to passengers or any damage to the boat was reported. And based on its investigation, the UK Ministry of Defence confirmed that the shots were not aimed directly at the yacht.
Following attempts to contact a British vessel in the Channel, the Grigorovich fired warning shots. These were not aimed at the vessel and were an attempt to prevent a possible collision.
Well, following the incident, British couple Jane and Annan Kelvey, who were aboard the yacht, recounted their experience of the tense moments at sea.
The experience was surreal. The yacht was definitely not on a collision course. As far as we were concerned, it wasn't an incident until the gunfire started. The gunfire was completely unnecessary.
Well, the British military said last month that it had monitored the Admiral Grigorovich throughout April. The Russian ship escorted 6 Russia-linked civilian vessels near the UK. Commissioned in 2016, the warship serves with Russia's Black Sea Fleet. It is designed for long-range patrols, escort missions and maritime security operations. The frigate is armed with advanced missile systems, air defence weapons, torpedoes and naval guns, making it one of the most heavily armed vessels in its class. The incident also comes just 2 days after British Prime Minister Keir Starmer revealed that UK forces had intercepted a Russia-linked oil tanker in the English Channel. However, officials say there is no connection between those two incidents. It is worth noting that Russian warships regularly transit through the English Channel, and every moment is closely monitored by British authorities. The region has seen several tense encounters over the years. In November 2025, the UK warned Moscow that it was prepared to respond to any intrusion into its territory. This after the Russian spy ship Yantar was detected near British waters off Scotland. Following the warning, Yantar moved away from the area with no further escalations. The recent firing incident on the yacht raises tensions in the Channel further, as safety of civilians comes under strain in the international waterway.
Big shifts don't announce themselves. They arrive as updates, version numbers, a quietly changed headline. But zoom out and you'll see it. The way we work is being rewritten. Cars are turning into software. Your phone already knows what you'll ask before you do. These aren't trends or hype. They're ripples. Small, quiet moments that spread until the whole surface has changed. This is Ripple, an explainer series around tech, auto and AI with me, Konark Tyagi, where we explain the future using the past and the present before it feels like one.